What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. Hope you had a great Labor Day weekend. Hope you all had fun. Getting into this episode of GH. So basically, this whole episode was about Drew and all his enemies. Every last one of them were commiserating on how to deal with Drew. Like it was a shitstorm, literally. I love a good who done it. I swear to God, every daytime show, whenever they do a who done it, it's always on a stormy night. It's always raining. I remember on All My Children. Was it a stormy night when Adam got shot? Well, Stewart had got shot, but they all thought it was Adam that got shot and died. No, I don't think it was a stormy night that night. But I remember when Stefano Demira had got shot in 2012. That was a stormy night. All his enemies came in his mansion. So it was Drew's turn. Everybody is so sick of Drew. Like Alexis is over him, Curtis is over him. You know, because Alexis wasn't lying. She told Curtis, she was like, "Yeah, I got your aunt bail, but she's not out the woods on this. You know, as long as Drew is pulling the strings on this thing, she can go to trial." You know, so Curtis just felt like, okay, so we get rid of Drew, this whole thing goes away. Alexis wasn't lying. Drew is using his political seat to deal with his enemies, to get revenge on people he don't like. That's all he's doing. You know, the judge in Michael's case, all of that type of stuff. Like, all these judges are political appointees. You know, so it would be in the judge's best interest to stay on Drew's good side. You know, because he could pull strings and get any judge he wants on any case that he wants, even if it's somehow connected to him and it is a conflict. Drew doesn't care. He's going to use his office to go after enemies. So Curtis just felt like, well, I got to do what I got to do to protect my family. And Alexis said, you know, I'm going to do the same thing. So when Christina got home, Alexis was nowhere to be found. She was missing. So Porsha and Nina were at the Brown Dog. I hate that name. Can we change the name of that damn bar? The Brown Dog. Ugh. Like I said before, at least get a brown dog in there. A real one. I'm just saying, you know, you can have them chilling by the bar. You know, barking at folks. Roof, roof. You know, just get them by the bar. So anyway, that should be funny if they did that. But Porsha and Nina were getting together. You know, because they're pissed about Drew too. Because they feel like he messing up their lives too and the people they care about. I feel like Nina shouldn't be apologizing. You know, I honestly, she's sitting there talking about, oh, I'm sorry, because had I said something sooner, you know, none of this would have been happening. That's a lie. That's a lie. I feel like that's a whole lie, because there ain't no guarantee that we still wouldn't be in this situation that we're all in now. There's no guarantee that even if she said something earlier, shit still wouldn't went south. You know, I feel like we still would have been in this boat. Even if Nina did say something months ago or a year ago, whatever, it wouldn't have stopped Drew. He still would have blackmailed Porsha. The outcome still would have been the same, in my opinion. That's just how I feel. Because Drew's a narcissistic ass. You know, Porsha felt like she feels free in a way. You know, even though her marriage is, you know, pretty much over, and she's partly blaming Drew and herself, but she feels free because now she doesn't have to have that fear of Curtis finding out, that fear of Trina finding out. They know now, so she can kind of exhale a little bit, but she knows that Drew still needs to go. So they were talking about that, and you know, Nina put it out there too, like, you know, with Drew gone, you know, that could free up her daughter. So next thing you know, Nina and Porsha are no longer at the bar. Where did they go? They too disappeared. Just like Alexis wasn't home. Speaking of, is anybody checking on Rick? Like, are they feeding him? Are they letting him go to the potty? Like, are we doing that? Like, what are we doing with Mr. Rick? Like, are we tending to him? Or are we just letting him, you know, lay on a hospital cart peeing on himself? With a ball gag in his mouth? Poor Rick. Like, he just laying up in there, just nobody cares. Oh. So anyway, moving on from that. Um, I was just thinking about somebody. Who was I thinking about? Oh, Trina. Um, I really wish that she wouldn't have told Kai the truth. Because she was like, oh, I'm going to tell you everything that's going on, but you got to swear to me that you're not going to say anything this time. Bump that. I'm like, Trina, stop it. Don't tell him nothing. I wouldn't get that boy the time of day. I'm sorry, because you snitch on me once, it's a chance you're going to do it again. I'm sick of him already. Like, he's sitting there, oh, no, Drew's evil. I'm done with him. Oh, shut up, Kai. You should have listened to everybody when they told you, fool. Had everybody in that damn town telling you to stay away from him. You just couldn't listen. Oh, he's a good guy. I wouldn't tell you shit else. I wouldn't. I was so mad at Trina for telling him. I said, Trina, don't trust that idiot. Ugh. Now he want to help Trina get that information on Porsha away from Drew. Now, how Kai supposed to get that information? Just because you work with Drew does not mean you have total access to everything. So how are you supposed to get it? I'm sorry, but even if he redeems himself and tries to help Trina, even though Trina did not need his help, I'm still not gonna like Kai after this. I'm sorry, because once I get a bad opinion of you, it's not always gonna change with me. I can't do that snitch shit. Like, you done snitched them out bad, especially to their biggest enemy. Yeah, you don't get no love from me. So anyway, Lizzie. Why did Lizzie feel the need to go to Carly to try to plead Willow's case? And of course, Drew was there. Talking about, oh, Liz, you heard her threaten me. Drew, everybody in Port Charles has threatened you. The PCPD is not going to lock everybody up for a threat. Everybody in that town has threatened you. Your mailman has threatened you. The dog that you probably were going to get scouted at one point has barked and threatened you. Like, come on. Get a grip. Grow up. Everybody has threatened you. Hell, your socks threaten you every time you want to put your nasty ass feet in them every day. Those threaten you too. So anyway, I'm just tired of him. I am. I'm on one because I'm just sick of him. So, he dropped the bomb that, him and Willow are back together. Carly was like, bitch, what? She was like, Liz, tell me this ain't true. Liz was like, yeah, it's true. This is why Carly was like, this is why Willow ass ain't got no type of visitation or custody, because her judgment is just totally damaged at this point. She has horrible judgment. But Liz, I think, was out of pocket to go to Carly and try to speak to Carly on Willow's behalf to let her see the kids, because Liz feels like, oh, if you let, Willow see the kids, that would, get her away from Drew. Bump that. Bump it. Liz, go back to work, because what you saying is falling on deaf ears. It's falling on deaf ears. Go back to work, baby. And why are you speaking to Carly anyway? It ain't nothing Carly can do, because everybody go to Carly thinking she can influence Michael. Go to Michael. Why are you going to Carly? It's not her children. Ain't nothing she could do about it, even if she did go to talk to Michael, which she won't do. Why would she? I wouldn't be. I'm just saying. Willow is a horrible judge of character. Ain't nobody about to put the kids back in Drew's orbit. No, sir. Not gonna happen. So anyway, Michael was talking to Christina about everything that's going on and whatnot. He kept getting bad news after bad news, because they, looking for the judge or whatever. Anna and Dante done pulled the judge out the damn water. So Sonny had to call him to let him know that. Now Carly calling him, letting him know about Willow and this Drew mess. I'm like, damn. I was like, Michael, you sure you want to answer the next phone call? Because I wouldn't answer the phone after these two, bomb drops. I wouldn't be doing it. Never know. Shit, the next phone call you get, shit, might tell you that your car insurance done lapsed or something. I wouldn't answer that phone. That's just bad news after bad news. They say they come in threes, so don't answer that third call. I'm just saying. But, Michael, he's sick of Drew too. He's sick of it. And he was like, what Drew doesn't realize is in an instant, everything can change. Absolutely. Because, Michael, he ain't afraid of Drew. Drew, he could use his political clout all he wants to try to ruin people. Michael ain't running scared. That's not his MO. That's not what he do. Like, he ain't gonna bitch out. He gonna come at you just as hard as you coming at him. Like, Drew doesn't shake Michael. He's not easily shook. So anyway, moving on from that. So Danny and Rocco done, came upon the judge's body. They called Sonny first instead of 911. That pissed Dante off. Like, Dante was not very happy about that. That the first instinct of the boys was to call Sonny and not him or the cops, even though he is a cop. But I mean, Jason did tell Danny, when I'm out of town, call Sonny. Something go down, call Sonny. Let that be your first call. He did tell him that. He just following his father's order. I'm not surprised that Anna and Dante would look at Sonny, as a suspect in this. But they should know Sonny better than that. And Sonny had to explain that to him. He was like, first of all, if I were to kill a judge, he said I wouldn't do it like this, number one. Number two, he was like, I damn sure wouldn't involve no damn teenage boys in my hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, I wouldn't involve them. Danny and Rocco. He said, hell no. He said, I wouldn't put them in the middle of this. Why would I do that if I did this? Like, if I did it, nobody would have probably even found the body. Wouldn't know nothing about it. I'm like, duh. Come on. Sonny done did some sloppy shit before, but not this sloppy. Like, come on now. This is horrendous. But he's still on the suspect list, of course. But Sonny is now suspicious of Sidwell because he was like, look where the body was dumped and look where Sidwell lived. Literally right across from where the body was dumped. Like, look at the water, look at Sidwell. His home is right there. You know what I'm saying? So Sonny knows Sidwell probably has something to do with it. Sonny ain't that dumb. You know what I mean? Like, all signs are pointing to Sidwell, even if they may not have evidence against it. Come on now. So anyway, moving on from that. Chase was trying to talk some sense into Willow. Chase was pretty much telling Willow the same fucking thing Liz was telling her. You don't need Drew to get custody of your kids, to get visitation. You don't need him. You could do this on your own. Liz told her the same exact thing. Like, just, make better decisions in your life. Get yourself together. Show that you can provide these kids with a stable home. And you can start getting visitation. But now, here come Drew. Oh, you need to mind your business. Drew, shut up. She don't need you. You want her to need you. You need her to need you. But she really don't. And judging by that kiss that he gave Willow and the look on her face, she looked like she playing him. Willow look like she got a plan of her own. Like, she really ain't fucking with Drew. She just letting him think she is. Because that look on her face did not look like love. It didn't look like she was, back under his spell. It looked like she finally got some backbone and may be playing him and got a mind of her own finally. I said, okay, little Willow, I still don't like you, but okay, I see you coming up with plans of your own now. It's about time you start using that little brain of yours. Once she found out about what happened to the judge, now she running off because now she think her chances of getting her kids back are slim to none at this point. But what she said was so true. Chase going to talk to the judge, getting all this hypothetical stuff, and that's how Willow felt. She was like, you got all this information from the judge about what I may need to do or what I need to do, but it's all hypotheticals at this point. There's no guarantee that that's gonna get me my kids back. No, it's never a guarantee with the court system. There's never a guarantee in that system, but it's a good start. You never know what a judge is going to do or what they're thinking, but if the judge sees your progress, then the judge may be inclined to say, you know what, I'll do supervised visitation 3 days a week, 4 days a week. And then when you're doing those and you do them well, they'll take the supervision away. Now you can have, unsupervised visitation. You do that well, you could have a couple of nights a week where, you got the kids overnight. Before long, you can start moving into joint custody. It's just steps to this. Nobody said that this is going to be easy and it's going to go down, quickly. That's not how the court system works. You got to show that you're working towards, bettering yourself and getting a better environment for these kids. That's what you need to do. So Drew ends up going back home, pulls something out his safe. He got Lila's ring, talking about, they did the flashback or whatever, where he talking about he's entitled to it just as much as Michael because that was his grandmother. I'm like, Drew, you never even knew that lady. You never knew that lady. I'm pretty sure she met you, she would just look at you and discuss. Cause I'm pretty sure if his grandmother, if Lila was still alive, Lila would be so disgusted with him and 2-3. So Kai and Trina had broken into his house or whatever, trying to get in the safe. They can't get in the safe. This is why I said Trina don't need his help. Because how can Kai help her? He don't even know the combination to that safe. So they in one of the bedrooms or whatever. Drew sitting there taking his little gulp of a drink and got his ass shot up. Because whoever the assailant was shot him in the back. While he was on the ground, they walked up, shot him again in the back. I said, go ahead. I was so happy. I was so happy. I said, please tell me he did. Please tell me. I am so glad that whoever did this did not stop at one shot. I said, there you go. Whoever did this is a pro. Like, you're a thinker. You fired 2 bullets. I said, that's what I'm talking about. You gonna cap somebody. Make sure they gone. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop at just one now. I was enjoying that. This whole episode, everybody was on Drew's ass. Everybody was so over him. Everybody was plotting how to get rid of him. They were not playing. Everybody was over his shit. Okay? Everybody was good and done. But like I said before, I'm not surprised that the cops are going to look at Sonny. At this point, everybody's a suspect. Everybody's going to be, that's going to make the case hard. Because everybody in that town wanted that man gone. So now they got to interview a whole bunch of damn people. Nobody's going to be honest about it. About where they were. Because I want to know, where did Alexis scurry off to? Where did Curtis scurry off to? Y'all better have alibis. I'm just saying. Better have some good ones. Damn, I wish Johnny Cochran was still alive. Boy, Johnny Cochran would have ate this case up. They could have got a good Johnny on this. But Drew deserved it. I really hope he's done. Because Drew really deserved it. Couldn't happen to a better person. Ding dong, the bitch is dead. I hope so. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought. And I'll see you all later. Peace.